In a speech delivered in Iowa on Tuesday, January 27, U.S. President Donald Trump used the phrase, "another beautiful armada," to refer to U.S. naval forces currently being deployed toward Iran. While the president did not specify the exact ships, his comments coincided with the arrival of the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group in Middle Eastern waters, which includes an aircraft carrier and several guided missile destroyers. The entry of the Carrier Strike Group CSG into the U.S. Central Command add to the military buildup in the region. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why USS Abraham Lincoln CSG is a daunting challenge for Iran. Before we proceed, a word on NordVPN, which is one of the most trusted and fastest VPN brand that has a no-log policy validated by Deloitte. NordVPN provides a 256-bit encrypted tunnel that protects your privacy and also enables you to access contents that are blocked based on geolocation. Its threat protection system helps you avoid phishing, scams, and malware. NordVPN application is available for all the major platforms as well as browsers. Get an exclusive NordVPN deal with massive saving by going to nordvpn.com/defense or clicking the link in the description. It's risk-free with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee. USS Abraham Lincoln CVN-72 is the fifth aircraft carrier of the Nimitz class to enter service with the United States Navy and ranks among the largest warships ever built. The carrier displaces roughly 100,000 tons at full load and measures 332.8 meters, 1,092 feet, in length, making it comparable in size to 3 American football fields laid end-to-end. Propulsion is provided by 2 A4W nuclear reactors, each housed in separate, reinforced compartments for safety and redundancy. These reactors drive 4 propeller shafts, giving the ship effectively unlimited range and the ability to sustain high-speed operations for extended periods. USS Abraham Lincoln is capable of speeds exceeding 35 miles per hour or 56 kilometers per hour, allowing it to maneuver rapidly in support of carrier strike group operations. USS Abraham Lincoln relies on a sophisticated and layered sensor architecture to command air operations, protect the carrier strike group, and maintain battle space awareness across vast maritime areas. While the carrier itself is not a primary shooter, its sensors are critical for detection, coordination, and command and control. At the heart of the ship's air surveillance capability is the ANSPS-48E 3D air search radar, which provides long-range detection of aircraft and missiles while also measuring altitude, range, and bearing. This radar enables early warning and cueing for both shipboard defenses and embarked aircraft. Complementing it is the ANSPS-49V5 2D long-range air search radar, optimized for detecting high-altitude and long-range aerial threats, extending the carrier's situational awareness well beyond the horizon. For surface monitoring and navigation, Abraham Lincoln employs the ANSPS-67 surface search radar, which tracks ships, small craft, and navigational hazards in congested or contested waters. Electronic warfare and threat detection are handled by the ANSLQ-32 Electronic Warfare Suite, which detects, classifies, and analyzes hostile radar emissions. This system enables the carrier to identify threats passively and supports electronic countermeasures, decoys, and coordinated responses with escorting ships. USS Abraham Lincoln's flight group is more powerful than the Air Force of many countries and can play defensive as well as offensive roles. The carrier has 2 Mark 57 Mod 3C Sparrow, 2 RIM 116 rolling airframe missile, and 2 Phalanx CIWS for self-defense. USS Abraham Lincoln doesn't go into a battle alone. Abraham Lincoln Strike Group consists of USS Abraham Lincoln, multiple Arleigh Burke-class destroyers, as well as unknown number of Virginia-class submarines. Its escorts include the U.S. Frank E. Peterson Jr., USS Michael Murphy, and the USS Spruance of Destroyer Squadron, Desrin 21. Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyers form the backbone of a U.S. Navy carrier strike group, providing layered defense, offensive firepower, and multi-domain flexibility. While the aircraft carrier is the centerpiece of the CSG, Arleigh Burke destroyers act as its primary protectors and frontline combatants. These warships are designed as multi-mission destroyers capable of anti-aircraft warfare, anti-submarine warfare, ballistic missile defense, BMD, and anti-surface warfare. Arleigh-Burton-class warships are among the largest in the world and boast of AN spy radar integrated Aegis combat system that can detect, track, and generate interception options. They also have hull-mounted sonars, towed array sonar systems, and embarked MH-60R Seahawk helicopters to detect and prosecute hostile submarines. The warships have 96 cell Mark 41 vertical launch system, VLS, each of which can be configured by different types of weapons, like including Standard Missile, SM series, Evolved Sea Sparrow missiles, ESSM, VL ASROC, Tomahawk, providing both defensive and offensive options. Virginia-class nuclear-powered attack submarines, SSNs, play a critical but largely unseen role within a U.S. Navy carrier strike group. One of the primary roles of a Virginia-class SSN is anti-submarine warfare. Operating ahead of or on the flanks of the strike group, the submarine acts as a silent hunter, detecting, tracking, and, if necessary, neutralizing enemy submarines long before they can threaten the carrier. Each sub has four 533mm torpedo tubes for Mark 48 torpedoes and room to stow up to about 26 torpedoes. In addition, these submarines provide a potent land attack capability. Armed with Tomahawk cruise missiles, Virginia-class SSNs can conduct precision land attack missions against high-value targets, often delivering the opening salvo in a conflict. This allows the CSG to project power while keeping the carrier and surface ships at safer distances. Components of the USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group were redirected toward the Middle East from the South China Sea, following orders from U.S. President Donald Trump, who has repeatedly warned of possible military action against Iran. These warnings have been linked to Tehran's harsh suppression of anti-government protests, which reportedly resulted in thousands of deaths and drew strong condemnation from Washington. As part of this posture shift, the United States has also deployed more than a dozen F-15E Strike Eagle fighters to Muwafaq Salti Air Base in Jordan, reinforcing regional air combat strength. The fighter deployments have been accompanied by an increase in cargo aircraft and aerial refueling tankers, enhancing logistics, sustainment, and long-range operational reach. In parallel, open-source flight tracking data suggests the movement of additional air and missile defense assets into the region. To bolster protection against potential Iranian missile or drone attacks, the United States is reportedly transferring extra Patriot air defense batteries and Terminal High Altitude Area Defense (THAAD) systems to key locations in the Middle East. USS Abraham Lincoln Carrier Strike Group has the hardware to carry out extensive operations against Iran. Especially the F-35C fifth-generation Joint Strike Fighter will be crucial as it has stealth, very powerful long-range sensors, and wide array of proven weapons. The F-35s were believed to have spearheaded Israel's aerial assault against Iran on October 26, 2024. Perhaps most striking was the freedom of movement Israeli aircraft reportedly enjoyed. The attacking jets operated across Iranian airspace, including areas near Tehran, without encountering effective resistance. All aircraft returned safely despite Iran possessing S-300 surface-to-air missile systems and having anticipated the possibility of an attack. At the time, Iranian forces were said to be on elevated alert, yet no successful interception was reported. There is also not much Iran can do to hit the Lincoln CSG, since its layered defensive umbrella will be too hard to penetrate. It is evident that the carrier strike group is a major challenge for Iran.